T. What? I was just about to start.
I know.
And you're all like, T.
Nolan,
What is going on? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Original Gamers Podcast. I am your host, Patrick Ryan, and I am joined today, as sometimes, by Nolan Brown.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, everybody.
And Joel Watt.
Coffee, not tea, coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, I feel like I can't say as always anymore because it's, and not just for you, Nolan, but for any of us.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I know. I'm like, stupid things keep happening.
Yeah. So this week, we're actually going to talk about DuckTales, which is what we were going to do last week, but then we didn't. So, yep. So if you can get the theme song or the moon theme out of your head long enough to tell us how your week's been going, Nolan, let's whatever. This game is old. This game is older than you.
Probably. Actually, yes,
no,
it is.
Not probably.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, when were you born?
91.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you
On
go.
me.
Nolan,
Almost two, actually, but yeah.
it's been a while, so I'm gonna let you have the floor. How's it been going?
Oh, life, disappointments, all that kind of fun stuff. I know, right? Isn't it? That was a nice thing. Now, last week sucked. Is what it was. So, like, even if I was here, I probably wouldn't have wanted to in the first place, because it was bad. But that's besides the point. Let's see. Well, me and my friends, our bowling league started up, as exciting as that sounds to everyone, I'm sure. So that started up like last week, and so we've been doing that. Then this last Saturday, which is when we play, we decided to go golfing first, and then bowl, and then I tried to run D&D all in the same day.
Wow.
Which was a terrible, terrible idea. Because I'm usually very calm and all that. Like, I get upset. But for whatever reason, golf just infuriates me to no end. To the point where I was just...
Of all sports?
Golf. Yeah.
That seems really odd.
I don't know why. Just stuff happens. Golf does it. Which I like to play. It's just like, it just infuriates me if I'm having a bad day. Between a couple of us, then like immediately after, we had to like hurry up. We were almost late to bowl. Then we get there, and so we get there, and most of us just have a terrible time. Like, I think the highest I got of the 3 games, like a 120, which sucks. So in the third game I didn't even beat 70. So it was
oh gosh.
Yeah. And when we golf, I like to have, an alcoholic beverage, as that happens because I am of age, but that's whatever. And then when we bowl, I have one, because for whatever reason, the one helps me bowl better. Sure. And then I don't know why, we've noticed that when I do, I do, which it sounds bad. I'm sorry. Then we go to time to go play D&D, right? And I have a bad knee, as I think you two know.
Yeah.
Kind of. And some of the people that watch this probably know to a point. Golf is bad for your knees, as is bowling. So when you do both of those, your knee hurts a lot. And on top of all that, I had to take a pain pill in order for me to be able to get through. So it was just a horrible, terrible time. But apparently it was very fun to watch, because I was just so completely out of it and I couldn't focus. So it was kind of funny.
Wait. You popped a pain pill with an alcoholic beverage?
Not at the same time. No.
Okay.
That'd be a very foolish mistake.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was probably slightly under the effect still. But yes, I took a very powerful pain pill while coming off of a little bit of alcohol.
I hope during our CFG board meeting this week that this comes up. I hope someone is
I'm really sorry.
like, why is Nolan live on our channel talking about drinking and popping pills?
And I don't ever do that. I want to make that very clear. Like, it was just Saturday was a very long day, and then
So just so
for whatever reason,
so everybody's clear, Nolan does not have a substance abuse problem.
Right.
I do not.
Because if he did,
I'm in constant pain, but I do not. I am not actually house. I'm not popping 10 Vicodins a day.
If he did have a substance abuse problem, this would turn into a live intervention.
Yes.
It probably would, yes. Yeah. So that was my very interesting Saturday. Yeah. I don't do that. I want to make that. Yeah. Anyway, and then I have played almost no video games in the last week and a half. So that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you've been living real life, so that's nothing wrong with that.
That's what it was. Like, it was just I've been having issues with stuff, so it was that. And the one thing I did get that I think I like, apparently Kirby's Dream Course is on Nintendo 3DS, so I bought that and was playing that.
Oh, okay. For Virtual Console, right?
Yeah, the Kirby golf game, Super Nintendo.
Yeah. So you must have a new 3DS.
I do. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't remember if it said it had to be new 3DS. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So sorry.
Have you guys heard about the new 2DS?
Yeah.
I remember hearing something, but I don't know what it does.
It's like a new 3DS, but it's 2D only. But it flips like a 3DS should.
Yeah, right. It's clamshell.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Clamshell.
Okay.
That's the word.
Yeah, it's.
So I might be getting one of those actually because they're not super expensive.
Yeah, it's like $150, something like that.
Yeah, and
That's
so
not bad.
like, I just need to set aside some money and pre-order it. So because it's going to sell out. Like, Nintendo products lately have all been selling out. So
like the Switch,
like the NES Classic,
the NES Mini, or Classic. Yeah,
Yeah. Dude, the 3DS when was it? Around Christmas. Like you could not get one at all.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Anyway.
It's what was I gonna say? I had a thought and I was chatting with this guy in the chat, which by the way, shout out to Faithwalker Gaming, who's joining us in the chat. So he says
okay.
Because he found us from GUG, which is the unofficial way to say Geeks Under Grace, because they prefer GUG.
Yeah, well, it's better than Goog.
That's true. It is
better. GUG is a much better pronunciation.
Better than Goog.
Better than Goog.
Which is
better than Goog.
Which is just Google without the LE.
Yeah, right? Like even the actual spelling of Google is that anyway.
Gets it. Google, if you're listening, you should change the spelling of Google to Gugle.
Yeah.
Right.
So that way people wouldn't mispronounce it as Google.
Right.
Google.
Is that what you call a
that sounds like a dirty word.
Oh gosh. I was gonna say it sounds like a gaggle, but
a gaggle of geese.
Yeah, it's like a flock of geese. So this is and birds, DuckTales, that's how it's related.
Exactly.
Stops judging.
Bringing it back. Bring it back
back around.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of DuckTales, apparently they're bringing it back.
Really?
The show. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
it's been in the works for a couple of years, and they have some big name voice acting talent.
They really do. Yeah, because one of the guys on Critical Role, like my favorite guy, is the director of it. So I've been getting seeing all these teasers and images and some of the people who are going to be voice acting for it. So I'm it's really cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just happy with the way things are and think that we should leave them alone. I mean, maybe it'll be awesome. I don't know, but then there's other.
You don't like
the animation style is really good, and the comic book continued for almost 20 years. Like, yeah, it just barely ended like a few years ago.
Yeah.
I should look that up.
Well, like one of someone in the CFG community, I think it was Jimmy, shared a trailer for a new Batman cartoon movie thing that's done in the style of the Batman animated series from the 90s. And it's about Harley Quinn somehow. And she's being voiced by the short blonde girl in Big Bang Theory. What's her name in that? Bridget or something?
Bernadette.
That's
character's name is Bernadette.
I don't know the actress's name. And like before I knew that, I'm just watching the trailer and I'm like, well, I guess not necessarily obviously, because I think the guy who plays Batman is still voicing him.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy, like he'll do it till he dies, pretty much.
Right. Yeah. But like her voice, it wasn't quite right, and I'm like, something's bothering me about this, and I'm not sure what it is. And then Jimmy's like, oh, it's being played by this lady, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think the original voice of Harley Quinn died.
And I seem to remember she was played by an older woman when the show was new, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, she died kind of young. She was in her 60s. Okay. But so she would have probably been in her 40s when the show was on. But but there were a couple other actresses who played her, and most notably was Tara Strong in the video games. And so I don't know why they couldn't like contract her to do it. Because she did a really good job in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Go ahead. Just really good.
Yeah. I've only played through. Well, I didn't even finish it. Not because I didn't like it. I just got busy with other things. But the first Arkham game, and I could have swore that it was the same lady.
Right?
But it was. So yeah. Why didn't they?
I mean. I didn't know who voice actors were when I was a kid, right? And so then later I learned Tara Strong, and she's been in all these things, and I recognize her voice everywhere. And then I look up Harley Quinn, I'm like, she wasn't even the original voice. She was like the third or fourth one. Like, I was like, what the heck? So, yeah. Anyway,
there's a Faith Walker. If you're new to the show, tangents are how we roll. So.
That's why this podcast lasts 2 hours sometimes.
Get used to it.
It's how we talked for 55 minutes last week without talking about anything.
Right. Scrooge McDuck is David Tennant.
The original voice actor for him, he died.
Yeah. He was like 90 something.
Yeah, he was in his 90s. Like,
but he was even he was still around because I want to say he did the voice work for the remake of this game.
Yes. He did the remastered version.
So that's
they had full voice acting, and I think they got all of the original cast back.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So just that he was still doing it at that age. That's pretty awesome.
David Tennant is actually Scottish, so all he needs to do is pretend to be old. And
and save Rose. And I'll watch this because I hate him. Ooh, never forgive him.
Ooh.
Anyway,
we
just lost half our viewers. I say half. There's only one, so if we lost half of them, it gets bloody.
Still half here. That'd be bad.
Yeah. So, anyway, Joel, what's been going
on? I'm gearing up for VBS. Setup is Saturday and Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've been working like crazy these last couple days, weeks. I have to sorry. I have to draw the routes for all the different stations that like the rotations that the kids go through because we've got like 5 or 6 stations. And so I have to like figure out like which routes the groups have to take. And I thought I had everything done on Saturday night / Sunday morning. It was like 3:30 a.m. I finally finished everything and I sent it off to our graphics person so she could like print it out and get everything nice and neat. And then yesterday there was a meeting for all of our group leaders actually going to walk the kids around from station to station. And our main group leader mentions, oh yeah, games are in the main sanctuary. And I was like, wait, what? Because I had it marked for a different room. And so the maps are wrong. I spent like 8 hours on them and the maps are wrong. And I felt so defeated. So that's something I'm going to have to do after the podcast is over, is redraw all the routes again.
Wow.
And then, yeah, Saturday is set up, and we're going to be finishing setup on Sunday, which is Father's Day. So that kind of ruins my weekend. And so I need to call my dad and say, hey, can we do something Friday? So yeah, that's what's been going on with me.
Cool. Well, it's summer, so I've got my son Caspian with me. He's actually in Panama City right now with his grandparents, because they want to see him too. And I work, and my wife April works, so it was. I mean, he would have been with them during the day anyway. So like, okay, yeah, sure, go ahead and go to Panama City. I got some new glasses. I went rimless or frameless, whatever they call them. Yeah,
I don't wear glasses. I have no idea.
Okay, I'm liking them. They're nice.
Okay.
I've never done that before. Thank you.
I was wondering if those are new or if it's just it's been so long since I saw your actual face. Or not. So I was like,
could have been either.
Yeah.
I still have my old pair. My prescription didn't change. Like, honestly, my eye doctor was almost like it almost didn't change enough to even bother. But my old glasses, I've been wearing them to work, and at my job I work around a lot of acid, nitric acid and something else, and they're mixed together, and that's how we clean up this metal that we work with. And so occasionally it splashes around, and I'm supposed to wear a mask, but I don't. And honestly, the acid, when it's mixed together, if it gets on your skin, it's just mildly irritating. It's not going to kill you or anything. So
it depends on the strength of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, if it gets in your eye, it'll probably hurt a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
that'd be the.
You should get those prescription safety glasses.
I looked into it, but it was going to be way too expensive. So I was like, saving my eyeballs is not worth $150 to me, clearly.
So my dad has worked in machine shops most of his life, so he's always worn prescription safety glasses.
Yeah.
And until recently, I think he finally decided to start wearing goggles over his frames. So whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I've actually kept the old pair to continue wearing to work because they've got like acid stains and stuff on the lenses, and I'm like, I'm not doing that to these. These are
I know, exactly.
And and when I put these on, because I'd had those old glasses with the acid stains on them for like several months, and I put these on, and I'm like, oh, the walls are white in here. That's weird. I thought they were like smokers.
Imagine that.
I thought they were like the color of a smoker's teeth. That's but no, it's white. So, and I can see video games clearly now, and when I'm video editing, everything looks awesome. So yeah,
your color correction is actually correcting, not making things worse.
Yeah. Well, usually when I color, like my color correct is mostly just, here's something white balance it, and then I just trust that Adobe does what it's supposed to do.
I like the preset filters. I just kind of click through one until I find the one I like. Okay, that's good.
This doesn't look like butt. Let's go with that. And you've been playing Mario Kart 8, which I got that the day it came out, but I just hadn't gotten around to really sitting down and playing it. But Caspian likes it, and I remember trying to get him to play it with me on the Wii U, and he didn't take to it. But now this one has the auto steering, or I guess the steering assist.
Let's have the computer play the game for you.
Yeah, basically. But it helps him out enough that he can actually. In fact, he beat me a couple of times. So I know, awful, huh?
One day your child is going to be better.
And one day we were playing, and April was playing with us, and she had which Joy-Con? The right Joy-Con, the one where the thumbstick feels weird when you're holding
Oh
it.
yeah.
Sideways. Yeah. And she was like, well, this is bothering me. And I'm like, well, I doesn't bother me that much. I'll just trade. And I forgot that she had her steering assist on also. So I'm driving and I'm like, why am I pulling to the right? What is happening? And I'm seriously like, this
I get that thing aligned.
something's wrong with the Joy-Con. This stinks. And then I was like, oh, that's right. She's got the steering assist on. So I want to turn the steering assist off. Okay. I can drive straight now.
Yeah. I accidentally turned mine on one time, and I'm playing with my Pro controller. I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, and it's not so bad that if like you feel like you can't go where you want to go. It was just when I was trying to go straight and noticing that I'm drifting back this way so that I can get into the center of the track. I don't want
back to the left.
To the
listing somewhat to the left.
Right. Listing lazily to the left.
Some good maneuvers there.
So,
or Jeff Dunham, they're making a left turn. They're making a left turn. We're making another left turn.
I mean,
I know
I
Jeff Dunham.
But
what did you say? No,
I was going Han Solo on that one.
Oh yeah, no. I totally
went to the left.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay,
Joel
no one
knows
reacted.
that.
So I'm like, okay.
Oh
fine.
no, I
was
just
like,
some crazy maneuvers there. He's listing lazily to the left. What do we do?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then got to try out battle mode, which good on them. It's pretty
Does it
good.
suck?
I have
No,
not
the
done
way
that
it's supposed
yet.
to be?
Dang it.
It's pretty good. And the my only complaint is that the arenas feel too big. So you got 12 people in there, and not that I ever spent a lot of time where I felt like I was having to look for people, but it did happen occasionally. And I was like, half these arenas were just a tiny bit smaller.
Aren't they on the map
than
with you though?
Maybe. What do you mean?
That's what I thought. I don't know. I thought there was like I'd seen something where like the Game Grumps were playing the new Mario Kart and they were playing battle mode, and it looked like you could see other people on a mini map.
Yeah, there is a mini map, so you can go run over there. But
I was gonna say, like, can't you see them on the mini map? Or
right, so you can go to where they are. And actually, while we were racing for the first couple of times, I'm screen watching Caspian and April and trying to help them. And after one race, April's like, "How are you watching all three of us and still winning? I don't understand this." And I went, "I've been doing this for 25 years."
Do you want the nice answer?
Yeah, really. Or do you want me to be a
Nice
smart
answer,
ass?
or- yeah, like
Mhm.
because I'm better than you. No,
Yeah, right.
don't say that.
No. Well, okay. So Caspian yesterday or 2 days ago was talking to me, and he's talking about us playing Mario Kart, and he keeps talking about April like she needs to get better, and and it's kind of mean almost to be honest. He's 8, he doesn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8-year-olds.
But I stopped
I can
him.
vouch for that.
I stopped him and I went, "Hold on, Caspian. Let's back up here a second. She beat you one time, and I'm not just talking about in one race. I mean overall." She got more points than you when we were done with the. Why are you talking about her like she doesn't know what she's doing? And he just like, well, but and I'm like, no, just quit being mean. So he's got some growing up to do. He's still 8, so
yeah.
But he's a good kid. And then lastly, before we dive into this, Ben, E3 is going on at the time that we're recording this. Obviously, you know that if you're watching us live. Microsoft had their conference, and so now like the Xbox Scorpio is called the Xbox One X, which Patrick Fagan pointed out that if you take the abbreviation of that, it's Xbox.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
Nervous
Nick, his biggest tweet ever so far. He's got like 2,500 retweets. I'm pretty sure he was the first person to point it out. And Patrick Fagan just kind of regurgitated.
Okay, yeah. But I was like, I didn't even notice that. Because at first I was like, that's a really dumb name. And then I saw that and went, I mean, it's still a dumb name. but
Yeah.
maybe that's why
Makes
they
some amount
did
of
it. Yeah.
And, I think it makes things worse. Honestly, they should have picked a different. They should have stuck with Scorpio. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Scorpio sounds cool. Like I was like,
Right?
oh, that's
It's like
legit.
it's like the Nintendo Revolution. Why did they ever change it to Wii? That's dumb.
Right.
Revolution was a great name.
It was a good name.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now you've got Xbox One, Xbox One S, and Xbox One X.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You have to enunciate properly so there's no confusion.
right. And then
And enunciation doesn't help.
and it's like
No.
what was it? I saw a thing that was it was Nintendo talking about like something about the new 3DS and the new 2DS. Like no one makes console names as crazy as we do, and then Microsoft hold my beer.
Yep.
So that's speaking of Patrick Fagan, I'll do a little plug here and then we'll get into this game. He and I, CrossForge Gaming really, and him, he runs a website where he's known as Gamma Lad, or is it just Gamma? I don't know. I should really know this if I'm gonna plug him.
If you're gonna
We're doing a something with ARMS because that's coming out this coming weekend. I don't know exactly when it's going to be because his schedule is so that he's not actually free very much this weekend, which stinks because that's the weekend it comes out. But anyway, we're doing something together. It's a little collaboration, CrossForge Gaming and Gamma Lad. I will try and remember to add his, since I'm plugging him, I'll try and remember to add his YouTube channel to the description of this video so you guys can find it. Although as I pointed out to him, this collaboration is, seeing as he has several thousand followers on YouTube and we have 41 last time I looked.
it's mostly him, and then we get to help.
Yeah, we stand to benefit from growth way more than he does.
42.
Oh, we have 42 now? Yes.
42.
Yes, 42. We're only
Life universe and everything.
We're only 58 away from having 100, so we can get that custom URL. So yeah, and by the way, if you're watching this, please share this channel with your friends so that we can stop being youtube.com/whatever that is.
Watch !V equals Q8M948.
No.
That's just to this video. Yeah, right. That's not to the channel. So yeah. All right. We talked 40 minutes already.
I know.
Well,
I'm like,
again, let's get into this game. So the developer and the publisher of DuckTales, in case you forgot, because we've been talking so long, the developer and publisher for this game are Capcom.
Every time.
And Nolan, I'm gonna take us home. Read the next three. Just do it.
all right. So
Do it.
the designer is Yoshinori Takanaka. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
You're at it.
I
You're
usually say I'm wrong.
you're
You
out
know
of
what? Never mind.
practice.
Whatever.
Then-
Yeah, I know.
Takanaka.
That's what it is.
Takanaka, I
Takanaka.
think is how it would actually be pronounced. Whatever. Takanaka works.
Yeah. The producer is Tokuro Fujiwara. And the composer is Hiroshige Tonomura.
That sounded good.
And
to
I
me.
couldn't find a creator.
Creator's probably whoever created DuckTales.
Yeah.
Someone at Disney.
So I'm like,
Scrooge McDuck.
probably. I couldn't.
Right.
Scrooge McDuck.
It probably they probably pushed a button on a random cartoon generator and it spit out DuckTales. I was like, all right, let's roll with this. Joel, what can we play this on?
Okay, so this game is available on the NES originally, which is why I have my handy dandy cartridge right here.
Ooh, leaning up against your
Notebook?
Guardian amiibo.
Yeah, leaning up against my
there.
Guardian amiibo.
Nice.
That doesn't do a whole lot actually. Anyway,
It guards your cards.
yes. So this game was originally released first in North America because this is a North American property.
Mhm.
So first, September 14th, 1989, it came to Japan about 4 months later, January 26th, 1990, and it came to Europe almost a year later, December 14th, 1990. And it was also what?
I said, "Eat it, Europe."
Yeah, eat it, Europe. Nobody cares about you.
What?
Your
What?
stupid croissants and driving on the left side and
Yeah, I don't know
Anyway.
what's with that.
Whoa, that's weird. I'll give you that
Yeah.
one.
Not
And the metric system.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm done.
Who uses metric besides everybody besides the United States?
Besides the world.
Jeez.
And I think
No,
Madagascar.
Anyway, yeah. Actually, the UK used the imperial system for a long time because they invented it. They just recently switched over to metric like 10 years ago. But anyway, where am I going with this? Okay, so this game also got a Game Boy port.
It did.
First released in Japan on September 21st, 1990. Then it came to North America a couple months later, November of 1990. No specific date, apparently.
Nope.
And then it came to Europe in 1991. And then finally, Australia got it in 1998.
Almost 10 years later.
Yeah, that would have been around the Game Boy's revival with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people
yeah.
realize this. The Game Boy was pretty much a dead console when Pokemon came out, and it completely revived the handheld market.
Mhm.
Like nobody was
Yep.
making original games for the Game Boy anymore. They were all ports, and Pokemon comes out and took the world by storm. And so somebody at Capcom was like, "Hey, let's finally give Australia a port since they never got one." You know.
And even
All right,
today,
those people.
20 years after Pokemon's release, we're still, you know what Nintendo console needs? A Pokemon game. People eat that up, and it's true.
Mhm.
I am shocked to learn that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are not on the Switch.
Was a little, not just surprised, but kind of disappointed.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't care one way or the other.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna market a console as both portable and home, like, shouldn't you put your biggest handheld game on it?
You would think so, but I'm sure there's.
I mean, well, at the same time, like the new Monster Hunter, the Double Cross is coming out
Mhm.
to be on the Switch, but when it comes to us, it looks like it's not going to be like. It looks like it's going to be on the 3DS.
Only?
At this point, that's what it looks like. Unless when Nintendo comes out, when I don't know whenever their presentation is, that they're going to say, "Oh yeah, here you go. You're getting it for the Switch too. Relax."
I hope so, because I'm kind of at a point where, like, a Pokemon game I would go get for 3DS, but if it's not on the Switch, and honestly, it's not just Nintendo games. I feel this way about almost everything. Like I watch I see news about oh, here's what Microsoft has coming, and I'm like, I'd rather play it on the Switch. I'm sorry, I just would. It's Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out in the next 19 years sometime. Well, if it's on the
say that.
and it's like okay, if it's on the Switch,
What's the actual release date?
Nolan? Yeah, is there a release date? Is there?
Is there? They're supposed to do a thing. They released a trailer. There's supposed to be a thing later that they're going to announce.
Did they
August.
Did they do
no,
like a trailer for the trailer for the trailer?
Yes.
For the release date.
I don't know.
It was a teaser for the teaser trailer of the game. Of the
There's
full
some
trailer.
Disney conference that's coming out in August that they're gonna have an announcement that's supposedly
in August.
Wait, the trailer's coming out in August?
August or July?
The
No,
trailer's
there's a
coming out in August.
Disney convention.
They've announced
the
Disney
Disney convention thing.
Square
There's some
Enix
Disney convention that they're announcing the Kingdom next, like about what's going on with that. That it looks like it's going to be coming out next year.
Square Enix can't even get a trailer for this ready in a timely manner.
I don't know.
I want to know what
Apparently Faith Walker is as upset as Nolan.
surely surely someone
Got one
like,
person on your side.
there's got to be someone with like Vegas odds of is Kingdom Hearts 3 or
Oh.
the FF7 remake coming out.
I
What's the over under?
guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I guarantee
What's
you
happening
there's something for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god.
Final Fantasy, it's not happening. I've come to terms with this. I know it's not going to happen.
Even though
It's just
they keep saying it's going to, and yeah, it's just
Didn't they
have they
gameplay
have they
footage
actually
last
said
time for Final Fantasy VII remake?
I could have swore everything was like CG trailer. Maybe it was
Okay.
gameplay. I don't know, but I was thinking it was CG.
I know they talked about how the gameplay was going to be like 15, and everybody lost their minds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they released it was just a port of the original.
Oh yeah, on there was a Steam port for
Yeah, they took the PC port and ported it to the
yeah.
PS4, and yeah,
It's just it's crazy. Get your act together, Square Enix. They're all like, how many Bravely Default games will come out before Kingdom Hearts 3 does?
I feel like Bravely Default is the Final Fantasy game that everybody wants, but it's not actually Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's how I feel
Well, that's
about
what
it.
it is.
It's great.
It's
I
Final
love it.
Fantasy from like NES period
Mhm.
is what it is. It's back to that, except it's harder.
Because it's not actually broken.
It's true,
That's
And,
probably true.
Like,
and it's wonderful, and I love
like
it.
I,
It's
for,
also,
I sorry.
it also doesn't have Scrooge McDuck in it.
It doesn't. Yeah, we need to get back to those kids. Good lord.
Yeah, I made a joke about Kingdom Hearts 3, and everybody lost their mind.
I just find it fun to see how upset we can get Nolan about Kingdom Hearts because he loves it so
I mean,
much.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
see because the Last Guardian's out now, so I can't pick
Yeah,
anybody
right?
about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild,
Beyond
finally
Good and
came
Evil
out.
2.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Beyond Good and Evil 2 launched before Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know. Breath of the Wild's
I know.
finally out, and they actually managed to get that on the Wii U also. So I can't. Not that I would pick on anybody about that because I was one of those like, when is it coming?
Yeah.
You know, like the number of games that I can be like, where is it? Is shrinking because some of these are actually starting to come out. But Kingdom Hearts 3, I have a feeling I'm going to be able to rely on that one for a long.
Because you know what freaks me out about this is the last thing I'm going to say and then get back to it.
Yeah.
Is you know what else is a game that people have been waiting for? That's a 3.
Oh, Half-Life 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Or
at this point.
and Portal 3. Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Team Fortress
Portal
3.
3 may or may
Yeah.
not happen. Half-Life 3 will never happen.
Half-Life 3 is not happening.
Will never happen.
Half-Life
because
3 is never going to
The
happen.
last person to work on that game that was still at Valve left
Yeah.
a month ago or something. So
On Gavin's deathbed, he'll reveal that in his will is that it never happened. So like, don't ever make Half-Life 3, and then he'll die.
no,
It got really dark.
He'll die like this, trolling us all.
Like, yep, that's awful. Okay, DuckTales. I played it,
Yeah.
and obviously, if you want to see me play it and be pretty bad at it, go watch the Patty Plays Pathetically episode, which I'll actually link that in the description below also. And another quick plug, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you can actually get access to that entire, because I when I record those, I do it live.
I can't tell.
And if you are a Patreon subscriber, you can actually watch the entire recording instead of just what I cut down.
5-minute
yeah.
snippet.
That's out there. I think I did 10 minutes. I told myself when I started doing this that I wanted it to be 5 minutes, and I have yet to get one at 5 minutes. They're all pretty close to 10. So,
You know,
10's a good.
yeah, it's
there's
Number
a
that.
content creator I've been watching for a long time, and he has a rule that if it's under 8 minutes, like after editing, he'll
Mhm.
record more to make it over that 8-minute mark.
oh yeah,
Because, I mean, he's been doing YouTube for 10 years now, and he's only got 22,000 followers,
Yeah.
but
no,
still,
And what is
he's
he-
got like this standard he keeps, you know.
yeah.
Still.
All right. Well, Nolan, you picked the game, so and we already. Well, I don't know if we said did we say on the show that it's older than you, or was that before we started?
No, we said it.
I don't.
Okay,
I
that was
feel like we did, But
Yeah.
yes. Well, I mean,
So-
we also said, hey, this came out at this time, so
Right.
yeah.
So the game has been around for as long as you've been on this planet. So tell us
Mhm.
a little bit about your experience with it.
So my experience with this was, I like a lot of these games. I didn't play this growing up, obviously. I played it much more recently, like within the last 5 years. A lot of the games that I'll
Mhm.
mention on, like I've played within the last 5 years. Because I've seen other people play it on YouTube, so it's like, ooh, that looks like fun. But yeah. But DuckTales is just like, I'm sure at least some of us here watched the show. Maybe not growing up, but
No, I watch it like every day.
Yeah, I seem to
okay.
remember
I actually couldn't.
watching it.
I actually don't remember when DuckTales was out because I was stuck with reruns, so I couldn't remember. So
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, it was probably right when Disney Afternoon was ending. By
Yeah.
the time you could like remember stuff.
gotcha.
Like, was Gargoyles out? Did you ever watch Gargoyles?
Gargoyles the
I
bomb.
did. I watched a lot of
Yeah,
Gargoyles.
because I'm pretty sure when Gargoyles filled a slot, they finally pushed out DuckTales. Because it was a 2 hour
Okay.
Yeah.
it was a 2 hour block, and so there was 4 time slots, and so like they had a
Gotcha.
rotation of 4 shows, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
so
sure by the time Gargoyles came along, DuckTales got pushed out.
right. You had Tailspin. Well, the games that are on the Disney Afternoon Collection.
Yeah,
Tailspin
so
Rescue.
it was DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and what was the 4th one? Gosh, those are the 3 I
Was
always
it
remember.
DuckTales 2?
I don't actually know.
There is a
Was
DuckTales
like
2.
Rescue
It's
Rangers
super
2 or
rare.
something?
No,
Yeah.
we're talking about actual shows,
Yeah.
not the
Oh, I
games
thought
that
we
were
were talking about the games. I'm sorry.
Yes, DuckTales 2 and Rescue Rangers 2 are Rescue Rangers 2 not so much, but DuckTales 2 is super rare and it's hard to find. Like it's $150 or something if you find one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so DuckTales
Yeah.
it's on air. Its first run on air started September 18th, 1987, and it ended November 28th, 1990. And it got
wow.
that magical 100 episodes before it. And I say magical 100 episodes if you for those of you listening, if you're not super familiar with how TV works, you don't typically get syndication until you reach 100 episodes, and syndication is, they'll start showing it on like TBS and WGN and things like that. So
Yeah, that's one of the surprising things about the original Star Trek is I think they only had 67 episodes, but they were able to convince people to put it in syndication.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, the show actually went off the air before you were born, also.
But it was still in reruns, like
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was in reruns. I'd watch that. But
Right.
yeah, like I played this because like I knew what the game was. I knew it was about the show and all that, but I never really played it. And then like when the big Shovel Knight, I was like, ooh, this is supposed to be like that. Let me try that. And then, it's a lot of fun. It's just pogoing around, grabbing treasure, all that. It's like, oh hey, I remember this from that, and I don't remember them going to the moon actually, but
No, I
know.
remember. They went to the moon. They fought space aliens. And,
was it
Obviously.
okay? Yeah, like I don't remember a lot of them, but yeah,
or actually, did they go to the moon or did they go to space? Huh.
it was just space.
I do
'Cause now
remember.
I'm starting to remember something.
Yeah, I almost beat this game. I beat the first 3 levels. No, I didn't beat the first. I game overed in the African mines. But the boss of the African mines is actually one of my favorite episodes. It's the earthquake guys that turn into balls. Like their king.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, it's him. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do
But,
remember there was like a saga, like a whole 5-episode saga where they were in space. So
Okay. Then yeah, I just don't remember.
took up the
it
whole
then,
week,
But,
you know?
but yeah. So like I remember doing that. It's like, okay, I'll try this, and then it's like, ooh, this is fun. It's like, you get that, and then everyone knows the moon theme for DuckTales. Like
amazing.
that's not even like it's one of the best it's like one of the all-time best NES themes ever. Like up there with Zelda and Mario and
Yep.
Punch Out, like all that stuff. So it's like, you know, that is,
The props to the composer.
I never beat this, but
Hiroshige Tonomura.
Yeah.
yeah,
Did an amazing job
seriously.
with this game. Because, I mean, you know, the original DuckTales theme, you know, it's pretty good, like catchy, and it's on the cart, you know, good old 15-second loop or whatever. And
it's still good.
But that moon, like the other themes, like they're nice and like, you know, they keep you going, energetic, whatever. They're good generic themes, but the moon theme has just like that opening riff. Like there's something that it evokes something I don't understand. Like,
well, it's like it's one of those themes in an old game where I'll just sit there and not advance, just so I can listen to it. You know, like there's maybe 10 themes in video games that I'll do that with, and this is one of those where it's just I'll just sit and listen to it, like legitimate. Like I have video game music on iTunes or like that I've gotten from other little things where it's like, you know, pay this much or whatever. Like that's not the same thing. Like this is one of those like literally just I'll just sit there and just let it play because it's just so good, especially in 8-bit. Like the remastered was good, but like Moon theme in 8-bit is just there's nothing. It's better in my opinion.
Yeah,
like
when I was streaming it and I played the moon level, like I didn't want to talk.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm gonna mess up the music, but I'm streaming.
I know.
Talk.
You have to talk, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah, so I myself have not beaten this. I haven't put an extensive amount of time into the game, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's not especially long. I mean, there's the NES hard aspect of it that I'm sure anyone who's played it can tell you, like, oh yeah, there's that part, but it's still like, you know, you can beat it in a short amount of time, but it's fun to be an old
actually let's check
Scottish
how long
duck with a cane that he can pogo on.
Yep. That was something when I was playing it, it's very difficult, but not, and we've talked about this on the show before. Some games are difficult because they're just very poorly made and they control terribly. And then other games are difficult because they're just challenging games. This game is challenging because it's just a challenging game. At no point did I ever die or get hit or whatever. And I felt like it's unfair because the game did something wrong. It was every single time it was. Now, sure, there were a couple. There was one, and I think I included this in the video, where I got to a spider who's hanging from the ceiling. And I'm like, okay, I've seen this in video games 1,000 times. You get close to it, it's going to drop down, and then you either go under it when it goes back up or you jump on top of it. And the spider didn't behave that way, and that drove me a little crazy.
Yeah.
That was
the spiders in the Amazon, like they kind of do their own thing. You just have to sit and wait for them to drop. And they don't even drop all the way sometimes. Like,
right.
They take you out. And I could totally understand being super frustrated by that. But like I've played so many crappy games in my life from the NES that I just kind of go, whatever, man. It's
And it was just my lack of patience in figuring out what is the spider going to do. Because I went up to it and I'm like, I've seen this 1,000 times. I know how to do this. No, I don't, because it doesn't behave the way that it's supposed to. So
there were no rules back then.
Right. They were just making this stuff up as they went. So
yes, good old Indiana Jones. Anyway.
Joel, what's your experience with this?
I may or may not have played this as a child. I just don't distinctly remember. But I did pick it up. I don't know if I picked it up at a con or I got it in a lot online. I bought like 50 NES games from some guy through GOG. And Yeah. Anyway, so when Nolan said that this is the game that we were playing, I dug out my NES and plugged it in, and I actually started streaming myself playing it on Friday. And it was on my personal Twitch. I didn't promote it or anything because it was like 1 a.m. I was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna play this for preservation's sake and and test my streaming. Like, can I finally get it working again? And I think it worked out fine. One of my friends showed up and chatting with him, and I mean, it was fun. And then I went back on Saturday. I didn't stream, but I went back and I played it, and I actually was able to beat the first 2 levels, and then I made it to the mine, the African mine, and it was like, oh, you need a key from Transylvania, and it threw me back to Transylvania. I was like, oh crap, I don't know where to go. I just cleared out that level. Like, I just spent like an hour trying to beat that level. So many game overs, and so finally I figured it out. I got the key, and I made it to the boss and game over. And I was like, I have to go to work. I had to go to work on Saturday. It sucked. But yeah, so I beat the first 2 levels and game overed on the 3rd level boss and never played the moon. And I would say I put about 5 or 6 hours into this. And I think the only reason why I was able to advance as well as I did is because I played Mega Man and got good at that game. and this is the Mega Man engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the jumping is identical. The way he drops like a rock. You just take away the Buster and add that pogo mechanic, and it's Mega Man. Like,
yeah,
so
straight up.
And when it comes to pure platforming, like, that is my bread and butter. Like, I'm really good at platforming games because I've beaten every Mario game there is, and like, I hate Sonic because it's not Mario. But I was able to adapt my Mario skills to Mega Man, and then adapt Mega Man to DuckTales, and so yeah, I really like it. I might put a couple more hours into it to learn the mine really well, and then the moon, and then try see if I can beat the game. So
sweet,
cool.
I didn't play this at all until, well, if you know how Patty Plays Pathetically works, you know that I play a game I never played before. And since I played this on that, then I had never played it before that.
Yeah.
So I played it on PC through the Disney Afternoon Collection, which so far the only game on it that I played is DuckTales. But I can tell you that since we're talking about that collection, the packaging for that, and when I say packaging, I mean the game itself, because I bought it on Steam. I don't have a physical
digital artwork.
Yeah, all that stuff it's very nice. The menus are nice. It's very easy to use. You can map your buttons to anything you want to on your Windows compatible controller. I use a Xbox 360 controller, but I know, like, you can get drivers for the PS4. And
can I say something?
Yeah,
really quick. There is a Bluetooth controller out there by a company called 8-Bit Do.
Yes,
and they're kind of amazing, actually.
I've heard. I actually, anyway, when my wife was asking me what I wanted for Father's Day, I told her I want one of those Super Nintendo.
They recently released a firmware update, and it's packaged with all the new controllers that you buy. It works with the Switch.
Yep.
So it's compatible with your PC or other Bluetooth devices. Like I think it'll work on PS4. If not, there's a hub that you can buy. It'll work. Yeah, and the Switch now. So
it'll also work on Android.
Yes, it'll work on Android. Like I said, Bluetooth devices.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't.
This is hashtag not an ad. Hashtag could be an ad.
Yeah.
But
if 8-Bit Do would like to sponsor the show, I'm gonna post
please. Yeah, I think they're amazing, and I think I'm gonna get one. So for when I finally get Shovel Knight on my Switch, I have it on my Wii U. I just never played it. But
that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Really cool. And about that, no one from 8-Bit Do or Nintendo have said whether or not this is like a Nintendo sanctioned thing. So for all we know, Nintendo will lock it out. I don't know that they will or that they care that much. The Nintendo of today seems way more open to stuff like this than the Nintendo of several years ago. Because I definitely know, like, if they'd have been like, "Oh, this works with your Wii U," Nintendo would have been like squashing that real quick.
You know what's funny? The iPhone has had a gyro in it since the 4S, I think, right? And so the Wii remote has a gyro in it now, obviously with Motion Plus. And so, like, it is theoretically possible to use any smartphone these days, because they've all got gyros. Theoretically possible to use your smartphone with your Wii, but Nintendo has never allowed that cross compatibility for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and I think that's tragic, because, like, how easy would it be? Because, like, Wii remotes are kind of expensive, and so, like, hey, everybody's got a smartphone. Why don't you just load the app on your phone, and now you got a controller that you can play Mario Party with,
you
or
can
whatever.
fling your phone across the room.
Yeah,
because that's a good idea.
There's no wrist strap you can buy.
Right.
Like, you'd have to buy an accessory to use your. Oh gosh. Okay, it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying. So but yeah, so hopefully I'll get it for Father's Day this Sunday, and I'll be able to try it out. I'm really excited about that, especially because
that is a Sunday, huh?
Yep, and especially because the D-pad on the Xbox 360 controller is garbage. It's just garbage.
Now, I heard the Xbox One actually has a pretty good D-pad.
It's not bad. It's
not bad. However, platforming with anything that's not an NES controller or Super Nintendo controller
feels wrong.
It's horrible. You know, like, I hate playing even Shovel Knight on the Wii U gamepad, or
a PS4 controller is actually not bad
sideways. It feels so.
But
weird.
on the PlayStation controller,
I don't know.
If even from the beginning, hasn't the D-pad just been 4 buttons?
No, it is one button. It is one solid piece.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks like 4 buttons, but it is one solid piece underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you've got a fangirl in the chat there, Patrick.
Do I? Oh, that's my sister-in-law.
Yes.
Hi, Kyra.
Oh, okay.
How's it going?
Right.
Yeah. That reminds me, I was in a Facebook thread about, actually, Nolan, I think I saw you comment in it, so you may have seen it, talking about how if a guy's flirting with a girl, the girl should just, like, I have a boyfriend is not the only way.
That set me off so
and
hard. I didn't mean to. I'm like, oh.
And I commented, well, I say that I have a boyfriend to get ladies flirting with me. And it has the added benefit of them wanting to be my best friend immediately afterward.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Anyway,
I like that.
So back to DuckTales. So that's my only experience with it. I don't remember when I played if I used the analog stick or the D-pad. I probably used the analog stick, because the D-pad on the 360 is so bad. I'd rather use the analog stick to platform than not, which is sad. Yeah, and I have an Xbox One, and actually I could just USB that to my PC and it would probably be better, but I haven't. And hopefully if I get the Super Nintendo controller looking thing from 8BitDo, that will fix the problem.
Oh dang, your brother.
There's my brother. Sexy wife. All right. Well, now almost 50. Actually, no, 50% of the chat, if you count me, is now Ryan's. So this should be yeah, so and since I played it on the Disney Afternoon Collection, I talked about this on last week's episode, which I changed the title to Not DuckTales. So go check that out.
I was like, is it still DuckTales?
Yeah, no, I went and fixed it. So if you want to know more about my opinion of the Disney Afternoon Collection, you go back to that. But I used very liberally the rewind feature that's on it. So basically, as far as the game is concerned, had I gotten all the way to the end, I would have gotten to the end without ever getting hit. Because every time I got hit, I was just like, no, I'm rewinding. So I actually managed to get through 3 levels. The Amazon, some kind of haunted house thing. Transylvania. Yeah, that irritated the stew out of me because I couldn't figure out where the heck I was supposed to go.
Yeah, it's very maze-like.
And then I was like, and then I had to be wrapping it up. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go play the moon because I have to. So I went and played the moon.
I know.
And actually, there was this floating squid thing in the moon level, I think it is. And
alien.
Yeah, I got hit by it, and it really, for whatever reason, this one particular time, it just really irritated me. So I rewound, killed it, and then rewound again so that I could kill it again.
Okay.
I was like, this is how irritated I am with this right now. But I got to the end of the moon, and then I had to quit. So that actually means that none of the 3 of us here have beaten this game.
No,
I fully plan on beating this game.
Yeah,
it's like vexing me. Like, I'm good at this game. I just need to learn it.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
And everybody makes what I think is probably a pretty obvious comparison to Shovel Knight, but something that I noticed, Shovel Knight, the only time you get that bounce on your shovel is when you're hitting an enemy. You can't just infinitely bounce for all of eternity.
You gotta hit
DuckTales,
the right kinds too.
Yeah, and in DuckTales, the cane acts literally as a pogo stick. You can just bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce.
Yeah, Shovel Knight, you can't bounce off spikes either.
Right. And then, and I think I mentioned this last week when Joel, when you and I were talking about that in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, there's Cranky Kong, and he has the same sort of mechanic as the cane. But now I'm trying to remember, and I don't remember if I asked you this last week, so we may be doing some deja vu here. Does he bounce just infinitely, or is it the same as Shovel Knight?
As far as I know, he bounces infinitely.
Okay, so that's
he plays a lot like McDuck.
Right.
He's just and less like Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Okay. Well, talking about the art style, the sound design, the musical score, all that stuff. Obviously, I think they did a really good job. And even though I don't remember the television show enough to know if any of the bad guys were from the show, I assume the bosses probably. Some of them.
I never recognized the Amazon boss, that statue.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
That does not look familiar at all. But the Transylvania boss, she's a recurring villain in
with the dark hair.
Yeah, I cannot remember her name for the life of me. But I'm sorry if I just DuckTales female villain. Anyway. So she's a recurring boss. I have no idea who the moon boss is. But I know that
it was just boys, obviously.
It's just a rat.
Oh, it's
the Beetle Boys.
Oh, the Beagle Boys. Yes.
I don't know if it actually is.
No, it's like a space rat. I guess it's just a rat.
Space rat.
I don't
Giant moon rat.
Giant moon rat.
That's what it's saying on the DuckTales wiki.
You think that's because the moon is made of cheese? I mean, not in the game. Just the joke that I don't know.
Oh, gotcha.
I just thought of that. I have no idea.
In the remastered version, the rat is one of the escaped rats from the spaceship. After eating the green cheese of longevity, the moon rat grows into a giant rat. It still tries to pounce on Scrooge, but with some new powers. With the green cheese, the rat can teleport and use enhanced speed to attack Scrooge. After he's defeated, the rat turns back to its normal size and scurries away, allowing Scrooge to acquire the green cheese. The heck?
Yeah. Give me some of that cheese.
That cheddar, yo. That mad cheddar.
So my cartoon obsessed sister-in-law says that her name was Magic Dispel.
Magic Dispel, yes.
No.
Terrible pun.
And
there's no such thing as a good pun.
I want to
They're all
take
bad
a.
puns.
That's not true.
I do want to take.
No,
a
they're all
second
bad
here.
puns, and once you accept the fact that they're all bad, you can continue to make them.
Well, yeah. I'll take a second here to welcome. I'm gonna butcher this name, so forgive me. Sheraton, in the chat. So thanks for joining us. Let us know how you found us. If you just stumbled on us, if you are in the CrossForge gaming community, if you just were searching DuckTales on YouTube for some reason and found us, that's cool too. And if you want to know more about what we do here at CrossForge Gaming, check out the description to this video, links and all that stuff. And if you like us, subscribe. If you don't like us, then don't. That's a free country. You can do.
You have a Patreon?
Oh yeah, and we have a Patreon.
Which is a Patreon.
Definitely check that out. That's also in the description. The Patreon right now gives you access to the whole live recordings of Patty Plays Pathetically, which was DuckTales this past Thursday. I don't remember what it is this coming Thursday. I'll have to look. I haven't started editing yet. Anyway, where were we? We got talking about. Oh, somebody. Kyra mentioned Count Duckula. Was that the other cartoon that we couldn't think of? Because I'm on Count Duckula's Wikipedia page, and it was on the air about the same time that this was. Oh wait, but it's produced by Thames Television. That's not a Disney thing, is it?
No,
I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. We're getting off.
I don't know.
Getting off here. Yeah. So anyway, back to we were talking about the presentation. So the sprite work. It's on NES, so it's all sprite work. I feel like they did a pretty good job. Like you can tell that that's Scrooge McDuck and not just a pile of pixels that are a mess.
Oh yeah, the Capcom NES games for Disney Capcom NES games were always really well done in their artwork.
Yep.
I don't think. I mean, yeah, I can't think of a game I played on the NES that was Disney that I didn't say, oh yeah, that's that character.
Yeah.
It's like even the Mickey Mouse games, or like there's a couple others.
Yeah.
I think there's a Donald Duck game, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember because like when we were really little, like we kind of had to use our imagination to play video games because the sprite work was bad.
Yep.
But by the time these games came along, like they figured it out, and it's like, oh yeah, that's that character.
Oh yeah. Like sometimes it's, especially like really late NES games, sometimes it's kind of incredible how good they look. Like Kirby's Adventure. You compare Kirby's Adventure, which it was either that or Wario's Woods were the last two NES games to come out by Nintendo. And
Wario's Woods was the very last one.
Yeah. And then you go back to like Ice Climbers and Donkey Kong, and you compare the two. You're like, these were running on the same box. What in the world? Pretty crazy.
By the time Wario's Woods had come out, I think the cartridge like memory had actually expanded to about 8 megabytes. I think.
Yeah. Huge.
I know. Tiny compared to these standards, but like 8 megabytes. Like they started out, I think 4 megabytes, and by the time Wario's Woods came out, they were 8.
Yeah.
So like that's part of the reason why they were able to like expand things so much, but that actually has more to do with like game length than graphical prowess or anything like that. It's the NES, like for its day, was actually powerhouse, and they just didn't know how to use it at first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And we see that even today. You look at a PS3 launch game, and then The Last of Us. You're like, what?
Yeah, like
that's just nuts.
What's a good PS3 launch game?
I didn't have a PS3 at launch, so I'm not terribly familiar. What was Heavenly Sword, or was that a 360 game?
Yeah, Heavenly Sword is PlayStation.
It's PlayStation. Okay.
Exclusive. Yep.
Yeah, and I
so
don't.
Actually, yeah. So that would work.
I'm trying to think of that horrible E3 before the PS3 came out, and all I can think of is Kaz, what's his face, going Ridge Racer,
giant enemy crab,
and all that nonsense. those were weird times for Sony. I don't know what
Okay,
they were
Marvel
thinking.
Ultimate Alliance. I don't know if you've ever seen footage of that game, Marvel
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance. Like that
Yeah.
looks like a PS2 game, not a PS3.
Yeah.
And then you compare that to Last of Us,
Yeah.
and like night and day.
The Last of Us
Yeah.
looks better than some PS4 games. I'll be honest.
Which is why it got a
It's because
PS4
it's a
port.
movie
Yeah.
that you play through.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's literally, it's just,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this and I love seeing how different developers use the limitations that they have of the hardware. I actually think that's something that's kind of lost today. You know, when Ubisoft sits down to plan Assassin's Creed, they're just like, okay, how much junk can we cram into this? And there really are no limits. And even if they get to, well, I can't fit all of this onto a Blu-ray disc, we'll just stick a second Blu-ray disc in the package. I don't think that's actually happened with a Blu-ray based game yet,
No.
but
I don't
but
think
it
so.
could happen, you know, if they were like, this is just too big. Back on the NES and even on the Super Nintendo and the N64, which were all cartridge based, it was okay. How do we get the most out of what we have available to us? And a lot of times you got some junk, but you know, if you had a good developer like Nintendo, like Capcom, like Sega could be when they tried, you got some really, really, really good stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And I think if, with my time with DuckTales, Capcom definitely they got their money's worth out of that NES cartridge. And the music sounds good. You know, I after I played it, like, I'm not joking, for a solid 2 weeks, I had some 8-bit version of the DuckTales theme in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
I would sing it at work. Cars, lasers, airplanes.
Yeah. Now, it of course helps that song is already good.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
it was. Go ahead.
Speaking of DuckTales, have you seen DuckTales with real ducks? Somebody made a YouTube video for like the 30th anniversary or something. It was hilarious.
Mhm.
Or it was probably 25th.
DuckTales with real
'cause-
ducks.
yeah.
I saw, and maybe one of you shared it with me, and it could have been Jimmy, but it was dogs barking the DuckTales theme.
That was not me.
That was pretty
That was
hilarious.
not me.
You know, of
Oh,
course,
like the one Pomeranian that everyone does stuff for.
no, well,
Gabe the dog?
because this was
Gabe, yes.
this was multiple dogs, so I like different kinds. I don't know what it was. You know, of course, there's editing and probably some auto tune work in there too, but it was really
Oh
funny.
yeah, lots of pitch correction going on there.
Yeah, it was it's
So
it's good stuff. I enjoyed the heck out of that, and of course, yeah, that moon theme. Speaking of the moon theme, it just not only is the NES version of it good, and even the remaster version is pretty darn good. That's a song that has been covered a lot. I think Smooth McGroove has a cover of that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of different people who do like metal covers of it or orchestral covers of it. You
I need
could
to ask Power Glove to do that.
Yeah.
you could spend hours on YouTube just looking for remixes of the moon theme, of Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2,
Oh my god.
of you know the Zelda the Hyrule Overworld theme.
Yeah.
There's really good stuff
Yeah.
out there.
How I discovered Power Glove. If
Why
you don't know
not?
who Power Glove is, they are
Yeah.
this heavy metal band like Dragon
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah.
But they only do video. They only do video game theme songs, and
Like
their
old
their
cartoons.
last album was actually Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Saturday
But,
Morning Apocalypse, which is what
yeah,
I
Saturday
have.
Morning Apocalypse. I
Oh,
love that album. Anyway,
Oh.
so how I discovered them was
Fucking
a friend of mine
Heffelups and
had Power Wisdom Courage, their Zelda song, on his MySpace page. Like when you go to his page, it would play that song to start, and I was like, "What is this amazingness?" Like, because it starts off with the Song of Time, play it on a real ocarina, and then it just goes dun dun dun, dun like,
That
and
is
it starts
awesome.
playing like the. It's amazing. I
think I found them. Oh,
yeah,
did they do the Hotline Miami soundtrack?
they probably did.
Because I here in this YouTube, one of my
No, that's a different band with the same name almost.
serious.
Yes. Okay. So it's Power Glove with no space, and then there's Power Glove with a space, and they're two different bands.
That's
And they both do like 80s style rock.
yeah.
And-
That's funny.
but I think it's Power Glove without a
The
space.
one without a space
is the heavy metal band, whereas with the space is more of like the synth rock.
Yeah. Well, because I just found it and I was like, I don't recognize any of this. But then I got down to the bottom and went, it says here they did the both Hotline Miami 1 and 2.
No, other band.
Okay.
they have a new one
Different
coming out
band.
this year.
That's pretty great. All right.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to check them out at some other time. Normally we go over possible influences. Clearly Mega Man.
Everything.
Yeah. Well,
this is a licensed game.
platformer.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a licensed game, so
Same
this is
time.
influenced by DuckTales, and
right.
which was influenced by Donald Duck, which was created by Disney.
Right.
You know, the premise of the DuckTales show is Donald is getting shipped out by the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got
So he has to leave.
He leaves
He
his
has to leave
nephews with
with
his
the-
uncle. So Huey, Dewey, and Louie, like Scrooge McDuck, he's Uncle Scrooge, but he's their great uncle.
Yeah.
who's their mom?
Their parents
I
are
don't know.
dead, I think. They're orphans.
Might be. Yeah.
Wait, so Donald's not
Yeah.
their dad?
No, Donald's their uncle.
Donald's their uncle.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's if you go
Uncle
back
Donald.
and watch the old Disney cartoons, like the old, like from the 60s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donald is the uncle to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And I don't know their actual lore, but I just always assumed they were orphans.
Did not know that. That's sad.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, they're just ducks.
It's a cartoon, man. Get over it.
They probably got eaten.
They are ducks.
Wow.
they got stuffed in a turkey, which was stuffed in a chicken. or something.
They got stuffed with a chicken and then
Yeah.
stuffed in a turkey.
In a chicken.
That's like that's no way you get a turkey in a chicken. That's not how that works. Yeah, cartoons are funny like that. To sit
Anyway,
around and think about.
Yeah, so Uncle Scrooge is their
Yeah.
great uncle, and
Gotcha.
he got shot on Duck Hunt.
Shot on Duck Hunt. That's so bad.
If Donald Duck can't heal me, he shouldn't have kids. Bringing it back to Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Well, no, you know what? It can't heal you because the game will never come out. Ever.
She's complaining about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 or the other spin-offs and how Donald is the worst mage ever.
I'm sure he is.
Just gonna.
Is
Hey,
Donald good at
guys.
anything besides getting angry?
Yeah.
What
No.
are you leaving?
No.
This is when he throws his laptop out the window.
Yeah.
Watch it tumble.
Whew.
All right. Anyway, I think we've about exhausted this game. So this game can't possibly have a Metacritic score.
I finally remembered the fourth show. It was
What's the first
Darkwing
one?
Duck. Because it was
Oh
also
my
in the Duck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Double.
I can't believe I didn't think of that.
I know.
Yes, Darkwing Duck, because Launchpad McQuack kind of it was the bridge between DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
He was in both shows. So they had like this whole Duckverse thing going on.
Tailspin.
Let's
Well,
say-
Tailspin. Yeah,
'cause
well,
he was-
Tailspin wasn't the same verse, I don't think.
Darkwing Duck is coming back also.
No way.
What did
I don't believe you.
Oh my gosh. Just let sleeping dogs lie.
That was a bad game.
Sleeping Dogs? I don't know. I didn't actually play it. I got it through
I don't know.
Games.
There's a lot of hype and then it fizzled out real quick, like a lot of
Oh,
games.
I got it. I got it through Games with Gold for 360. Actually,
And
and
did
then
you play it?
No.
Exactly.
So I can't say that I know anything about it. All right. This is as we wrap up the show. If you're familiar with the show, you already know this. If you don't, then way we do this is each one of us picks a game, and to figure out what that game is for the following. I say following week, but it's kind of gotten where it's just whenever the following episode is, because goodness knows when we'll record again. So one of us knows what the game is, the other two do not, and we play 20 questions. And actually, since we've got a crowd tonight, maybe we could field some questions from you guys. So this week, I know what the game is. I say that, but I don't actually. So I need to go figure that out real quick. And then y'all are going to play 20 questions to try and figure out what it is. And I need to consult our list of games that we've already done to make sure. And I know it's not complete because we haven't updated in a little while, but it'll at least give me a place to start. I don't know why I did that.
I just saw Faith Walker's comment. The old days for tunes were dark. I mean, Donald Duck played a Nazi.
Yeah, I remember that. That's true.
He wasn't actually a Nazi. He was like, it was a hypothetical scenario, I think.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't let Hitler win because this will happen or something like that.
Wait, hang on. Where is there a search function in this? Can I do that?
In Metacritic, yes.
No, not in Metacritic. In Google Sheets.
Oh,
I don't know.
Like heck,
I haven't been on that thing in so long. I have no idea.
I'm fairly certain that the game that I want to play we haven't done yet, so I'm rolling with it. And if we have, then shame on me.
I'm sure. I think I know.
What? Why?
Some of the game is, I'll let you know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Okay, no, we haven't. Okay, so all right, you guys go ahead.
All right. Well, to do my normal thing, is there in the game, do you play as a human being?
You do.
Okay.
Kelly has a question. How is your Lion K t-shirt? Obviously this won't count. Yeah, but I want to. I'm fairly certain I got this in like the early 2000s. Fairly certain. All right. Anyway,
like Anatomy of the Tongue-in-Cheek.
Probably. That's probably how old this shirt is. All right.
Anyway, was this game released before January 1st, 1990?
No.
Okay.
Was this game released after January 1st, 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Fairly modern game. Is it Pokemon? No. Is it? Is this a multi-platform game? That's what I always ask. Like, was it originally released?
Think about it.
Yeah, and I'm. Oh, that.
You might have to look it up.
Well,
I do all the time.
That's what's confusing me. Let's say yes.
It's Pokemon Platinum.
According to Wikipedia, it's Pokemon Platinum.
According to my research.
Yeah.
Okay. Nolan?
All right, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait. Well, I guess I'll ask while Patrick started looking for that. Is this on a Nintendo console?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's multi-platform. Is this on a Sony console?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
What? No. Why? He goes against everything I know. Nintendo and Sony.
Which means it's third party.
Probably.
Yeah,
Is this a licensed game?
2000.
Is it a licensed game? No, it is not a licensed game. Mad.
Is it on a Microsoft console?
No.
No. Okay, that narrows it down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Games that were only okay. So this might have been before the original Xbox, then.
Maybe.
But it was after 2000. When did the Xbox come out? Like two?
It's like
Like
01?
real close to the GameCube coming out.
which was like what? Oh,
That
that
like
was 02. I
Oh,
think.
01, 02.
Was it 01?
02.
Oh,
Yeah.
November 15th, 01. Okay. Gosh, I don't remember it being that late in the year.
It's my
Jeez.
my brother and sister-in-law being ever so helpful.
Oh, you do like that game.
Mm.
I should have closed the chat for this. That's kind of cheating. Now I think about it.
Possibly.
Say it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, this goofs me up with it being Nintendo and Sony at the same time.
Wait, that wasn't on a Sony console, was it?
What wasn't on a Sony console?
Never mind. Forget it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Well, is this a platformer?
No one would call it that.
Okay.
Is this a fighting game?
No.
Dang it.
Is this a... No one would call it that. I don't even know what that means.
Bubsy 3D.
Bubsy 3D was before 2000.
I heard Bubsy's making a comeback, actually.
Oh my gosh!
is.
Yeah, what the
It
heck?
is.
Bubsy3D.com. Bubsy's back.
Yeah. Like, what in the world? Oh, and yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble there, Kelly, but it's happening. Maybe. I don't know.
That game is 18 years old now. Good God, it can
Gosh.
vote.
The game no one wanted.
Shoot.
It can vote.
I don't even know. It's not technically a platformer. It's not a fighting game. It's not licensed. It.
We need to narrow it down to a generation. Like,
I know. Is this on the N64?
No.
but it is on a Nintendo console. Well,
It is
let's.
on a Nintendo console.
Is it on the GameCube?
Yes.
Okay.
That was
Probably also
question.
on the.
That was question 10.
Ah. Okay.
I think what was on both. It's not licensed, or like just some random weird game. Is this a game that people have heard of?
Yeah.
Like not like some weird like third party like
No. This
shovelware.
This is a game people have heard of. We got questions about the developer over here from the chat. Do y'all want me to field any of those, or
I don't know. Whoa, okay. All of a sudden, a lot of Bubsy, everything. I don't. I probably should ask what developer. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Oh, it's your turn though, so I'll let you go.
Was this developed by Capcom?
No.
Dang it. Okay.
That may have just blown my whole idea then.
Yeah, because I thought it might have been Resident Evil 4.
So did I. I was like, wait.
Oh,
Dang it.
that'd have been a good one. But
Oh.
Yeah.
thinking of.
Um,
That's a good
Oof.
game too. It's a
Yeah.
really good game.
And the GameCube version is the best one. Well, besides the
I say
recent HD port. Yeah.
the Wii version surprisingly good with the motion aiming.
yeah. Um, it's on the Cube. It was on a Sony console. It was not on Xbox.
Okay. So it's not Soul Calibur 2.
Wait,
Yeah, that was the,
We
that's the next thought,
no, we
too.
did Soul Calibur 1.
Yeah,
But we
did the
talked a
first
lot
one.
about it too because we all played that game. I've never played one.
Because we all played too. Yeah, everyone played too. Well, it's also not a fighting game.
I have to apologize. It apparently did come out on the original Xbox.
Oh,
My bad.
You suck,
Okay.
Patrick.
I'm sorry. You want me Does it involve a snake that is solid?
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now. Like,
that wasn't on the Xbox though.
yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Was
was.
it really?
But it was not on the GameCube.
The first one.
You're talking about Metal Gear 2, right?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 was.
Yeah, that did not
PS2
come
and
out on the
Xbox,
GameCube.
But
And then the original one got remade as
Twin Snakes.
on
Yeah.
so if y'all
Or was Twin
since
Snakes
I
on the GameCube. I mean, whatever.
since I messed up, if y'all get all the way to 20 without having figured it out, I'll give you an extra question or two.
We need to find a developer
My
though.
Mm.
Is the developer still around making games?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They sure are.
That sounded
Okay.
very questionable.
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
No, they're
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally
I
still
can
making
see how
games.
you might think that, but no, I wouldn't lie to you. This game. I take this game very seriously. Wouldn't lie
Yeah.
in 20 questions, not on purpose, like I did
Not
with
purposefully.
it not being on the Xbox.
Or how DuckTales definitely was licensed.
Yeah, Nolan.
That was my bad. I had to miss
It's all right.
something. I don't know.
You got a volume control on your microphone there.
No,
Because you
moved
totally
it, I'm
just
sorry.
screwed up your volume.
Because I think you got really loud and then quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm moving because I have to hold it because I don't have a headset that works. Remember?
Yes.
Although I think I may have found a fix for that.
Okay.
But
We're still getting developer questions from the chat. If you want to utilize any of that. That rhymed, by the way.
But
Come on, guys.
Was
It's
it
not my
developed by
turn.
Konami?
No, it was not.
No. I don't know, man.
it's not Konami. It's not Capcom.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it's not Konami or Capcom. The only two developers.
What do I do? I know. Shoot, man.
Well, and you can also reasonably rule out Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft as developers.
Yes.
I realize that. Yeah.
And any developers that they may have owned at the time that this was around.
And they're still making.
They're still making the games. Making games.
Is it EA?
No.
Okay.
Since I'm giving you 2 questions back, that was 14.
Okay.
Was
Call
Call
of Duty.
Was Call of Duty on the game?
The first one was on the PS2.
GameCube?
The third one was on GameCube. I know for a
Yeah.
fact. I rented the third one like a bunch.
And I missed you.
$114.
Is it this? I don't even know.
Your brother and sister-in-law just having an argument in chat.
Yeah, that's how they roll.
Um,
Failed me. Wow.
um, is this a sports
shoot.
game?
A what game?
A sports game?
No.
It's not like Tony Hawk.
That's 15. Nope, not Tony Hawk.
Yeah, that was another one. I was like,
Well, Neversoft's not around anymore. So
You'll never stop what?
Neversoft.
Neversoft. That's what I meant. Not Neversoft.
Oh, never stop.
Neversoft.
They, when the studio finally closed down, they burned their logo. Yeah, like
Just for the heck of it.
Well, they had a statue of the eyeball with the sword, their logo, and they took it out in the parking lot and set it on fire when the studio closed down.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds
Anyway,
like a responsible way to shut down a studio.
right?
Exactly.
I mean, you have a bunch of 20 and 30 somethings working in an
Shut
office.
it
What are you gonna
down.
do?
Ratchet and Clank was on GameCube.
Faithful.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank was a PS2 exclusive.
That's a Sony. What is that? Insomniac games.
Yeah.
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 Mm,
Which, to be fair, Insomniac is not owned by Sony.
yeah.
No, they just like to develop games for them.
Yep.
Although they did have the Xbox
That,
One exclusive recently.
Yeah. That shoot, what was it called? Sunset Overdrive was just awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It had the dumbest premise ever. Anyway,
No, it didn't. It was fantastic. Fantastic. Shut up.
I don't have an Xbox One, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I was probably bitter that it didn't come out on PS4. Is why. Anyway,
Sony Pony.
I really can't think of a game that was popular back then on all three consoles that was not developed by Konami or Capcom
Or licensed.
or licensed,
Or a sports game.
or a sports game or a fighting game or what the heck?
Once again, we're going to feel stupid when it comes up.
Was it developed by Namco? I'm just gonna burn a question.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Thanks, Kelly, for
No.
suggesting that 5 times.
Question. I think it was only twice, but so that was question 16. Y'all have 4
Yeah,
more.
I don't freaking know, man.
What can I say? I'll say you're welcome. It's a great movie, by the way.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Moana. It's a good movie.
Oh, I never saw it. Sorry.
You're missing out, man.
Sorry, dude.
Seen
It's
half
kind
it.
of weird for a single man with no kids to go to Disney movies by himself. So,
True.
Nah.
and it's even harder to convince a bunch of other single guys with no kids to go see it.
Just wait for the
It's
red.
Also true.
Just red box that stuff, and no one.
I'm gonna
knows.
wait for Netflix. What are you talking about?
Well, okay.
I don't know, man. I got nothing. I legit have nothing.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of questions that you could ask. You could ask if
Is this game in black and white?
no,
I'm just burning questions at this point because I don't care.
not in black and white.
Who is that? Hello, Meme Juice.
Meme
Welcome to
Juice.
the show.
He comes and hangs out for Patty Plays Pathetically every now and then.
Okay.
What's going on?
Hi, person.
Okay.
If I actually showed up to your streams, I'd probably recognize.
That's true.
you.
We're in the middle of 20. We're in the middle of 20 questions, and these guys are bombing real bad.
Shut up.
Yeah,
And like 2 or 3 questions ago, I would have told you that it was because I accidentally told them the game wasn't on Xbox, but I think we're past that point.
yeah, that didn't make a difference, really. I don't know, man. Like, I legit have nothing.
I cannot think of anything.
Yeah.
Okay. This developer actually just had a press conference at E3.
What?
recently.
It's a Bethesda game.
No.
Dang it.
Who else did a thing at I haven't seen any of E3, so I don't even know.
This isn't made by Devolver, is it? No. What's that? 17?
Something like that. 18. I don't know.
17.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let's see. Bethesda had their conference. EA had their thing. Did Square Enix?
We already asked EA, and you said no.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Did Square Enix have theirs yet?
I don't know.
So.
I don't know if they did or not. Ubisoft had theirs.
Oh, is it made by Ubisoft?
Okay. Yes, it's made by Ubisoft.
Okay.
That
Okay.
doesn't
So
help, though.
hold on. No, it does.
That's question 19. So the next question's got to be the game.
Oh wait. Wait a minute.
Tales
hold
of
on.
isn't Ubisoft, is it? I don't feel like those are Ubisoft games.
Those aren't Ubisoft games. Those are Square Enix games, aren't they?
I
No.
don't know if they're Square either. I'm just pretty sure they're not Ubisoft.
No. Grr.
I feel like Tales of was maybe even Sega. But I don't know. Got me.
Why can't I change this list? Okay.
Oh, gentlemen.
Hold on.
Oh, Meme Juice, thanks for adding me on Xbox. I haven't been on my Xbox
Okay.
a little while, so I don't know.
So since it's getting a sequel, is it Beyond Good and Evil?
Yes, it's Beyond Good and Evil.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go. The
See,
developer narrowed it down.
what confused me was for some reason I had in my head, and I'm actually looking at the Wikipedia page just to make sure. I had in my head that this, when it came out, was a GameCube exclusive. So then when I saw that it was on PS2 also, I was like, okay, that's weird. And I just completely jumped over the fact that it was on Xbox also.
See, I thought it was only on Xbox when it came out. Because
Okay.
I never had that. I had GameCube and the PS2, and I never got this.
Yeah.
I never heard of this game until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I only thought it was Xbox.
So you can play it on PS2,
I'm not
Xbox,
playing this
and GameCube. And it had an HD remaster for Windows, Xbox 360, and PS3. I really like this game. It's good. So there you go. Pokemon Snap. We should do that sometime, but no, that's not it. Just gonna start listing.
You were close.
Just gonna start listing Pokemon games over and over and over again. All right, so yeah, be playing
Mario
Beyond
Paint.
Good and Evil for this. Actually, we did a 20 questions where Mario Paint was the answer. It's just we weren't gonna play it. I don't remember why we did that though.
We did a 20 questions where Pong was the answer.
That's also
Yeah, we
true.
did the
But
Pong. That was the
we actually attempted to do an episode about that, and it was bad.
But the whole reason why we
real bad.
did Pong was for something else.
Yeah, so
It was
that
the
we
1
could
year.
we could also celebrate our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Oh,
and not
yeah.
have a game taking up the entire thing. Oh, now we're
Not
getting
that the game actually does take up the entire
Yeah.
episode.
all right.
It's been
Nolan,
going for almost 2 hours.
Nolan, let's bring it home. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Baseman214, Baseman21491, or Icy White Falcon on various social media, video game console type things. Yeah. One of those three, you can find me on there. That usually has my face or something similar as the picture.
Just usually.
Usually, not always. I mean, how long did it take me to redo my freaking Facebook from the Mitomo?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you left that up there for like a year and a half.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Mine still is Mitomo.
You're still. I know. I'm like, I need to do something else because there's people that I'm now friends with that have no idea what my face looks like.
Yeah.
Because I don't take pictures of myself.
Joel, where can we find you?
It is. Sorry. Anywhere you can find me on the internet, you can find me under Obi Watt Kenobi. That would be Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Nintendo, PSN, Steam, all those places. I was going to mention Origin, but I'm not getting Battlefront 2. just don't care enough anymore. Battlefront 1 totally ruined it for me. So
Yeah,
I have an Origin account. I don't use it.
I use it for Titanfall.
Apparently, I was gonna get a bunch of was it Assassin's Creed games not too long ago, and I was on Uplay, and like my username was taken, and I was like, I was really upset about it because like I could not remember making a Uplay username, and it's like somebody snapped my name, and I hate you.
On these people,
Not really. I don't.
There's
hate
another
anyone.
one.
right? Just
There's two of you.
strongly dislike.
Yes, I was just like I hope you. What did I say? I can't remember.
It was me.
I like threatened them somehow. I need to go back on my Twitter backlog. Oh, I remember. I made a really bad visual pun. I said "you suck," but it was the letter U.
Oh yeah,
Like you play. It was like you suck.
play. Yeah,
Whoever snagged my YouTube my Uplay name, you suck.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And
There you go. You can find me right here on the CrossForge Gaming YouTube channel every week for Patty Plays Pathetically and this show, Original Gamers Podcast. You can also find CrossForge Gaming at crossforgegaming.com, facebook.com/group/CrossForge Gaming. Visit our Patreon at patreon.com/CrossForge Gaming. We're on Twitter at CrossForge Games because CrossForge Gaming was already taken by somebody. Yeah. Oh, and I made a, just for the heck of it, and I haven't really done anything with it. I know I have Salty Luchador that I don't do anything with, so the likelihood that I'm going to do anything with this is not that great. But I went and snagged the Twitter handle Covfefe and then Chief spelt wrong because CNN, while they were making fun of Trump misspelling coverage, they spelled commander-in-chief, but chief, they had the I and the E swapped. So that was funny. Like, get your act together if you're going to make fun of somebody for spelling. So anyway, I have the Twitter handle Covfefe and Chief, but Chief has the I and the E backwards. I don't know what else. I've tweeted a couple things, and most of them are just me regurgitating the news, but with horrible spelling and grammatical errors.
You need to keep a lookout for new
much
typos also and retweet
Yeah,
all that.
and just retweet them and stuff like that. So
it happens quite
why.
often.
Yeah,
and people love to point it out.
Right, especially with every. It's more important to be first than it is to be right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the Fox Sports, Fox News
right
motto.
That's what I learned for my short time in television.
that is Fox News' business model. It's better to be first than to be right.
Pretty much. So, yeah. So that's that. And at CrossForge, we're looking at a bunch of different things to do. There's the collaboration I have with Gamelad coming up. I know we have a tournament coming up real soon for Hearthstone, so be checking out the community for that. I don't plan those things, I just help promote them, so when I get dates and stuff like that. Oh, and I'll go ahead and announce for this show, we don't have the details yet, but mark your calendars for September 9th. We're doing something special that weekend. I know that's quite a ways off, but be looking at that when we get the details. But so there's our little teaser. Go ahead and pencil that in.
Yes,
yeah.
It'll be a very rare occasion.
Yeah. I see what you did there. All right. Nolan, for our audio listeners, if we ever update that, let them know what music they're going to be hearing, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah. So as you noticed at the beginning, there was just the DuckTales theme. And then
sorry.
Exactly. No, yeah. And then what you're gonna hear, which is as I was talking about earlier, is my favorite song from it. You're gonna hear the Moon theme, because what else would I put there?
Exactly. There are only like 6 songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like
there's the DuckTales theme and the Moon theme.
There's
and then,
there's the menu theme
4 others.
when you level select whatever it's called, and I think there's probably closing credits also.
You really should have like picked any song but those two, just to watch the
Just
world.
to mess with everybody.
Like, here's 2 songs from the DuckTales game you don't remember.
Yeah, just because. Yeah.
Oh. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here some Monday in the future. Hopefully next Monday, but with us, you never know. So that's gonna do it. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Be good, humans.